Have you ever been driving down a dark, empty road late at night and felt a sudden chill? Like you weren't entirely alone? That feeling that something is watching you from just beyond the reach of your headlights. Tonight, we're taking a journey down some of the most terrifying stretches of pavement on the planet. These aren't just roads, they're gateways to the paranormal, hotspots of chilling encounters and unexplained phenomena. So buckle up, turn down the lights, and let's drive into the darkness together. Welcome to the most haunted roads in the world. Our first stop is in the United States, on a seemingly ordinary stretch of road in New Jersey, Clinton Road, nestled in West Milford. This 10-mile road has a reputation that sends shivers down the spine of even the most hardened skeptics. Locals whisper tales of phantom headlights that chase you down, only to vanish without a trace. They talk about strange creatures lurking in the woods, from hellhounds with glowing red eyes to unidentifiable hybrids that defy explanation. But the most famous legend of Clinton Road is the ghost boy of Dead Man's Curve. The story goes that if you stop on the bridge and toss a coin into the water below, the ghost of a young boy who drowned there will throw it right back at you. Some drivers have even reported seeing his pale reflection in the water or feeling small, cold hands pushing their car. It's a place where reality seems too thin, and the stories are just a little too consistent to be dismissed as mere folklore. Next, we travel across the Atlantic to England, home to what is often called the most haunted road in the entire country, the A229. This road, running through Kent, is notorious for its spectral hitchhikers. The most prominent is the ghost of a young woman in a white dress, believed to be Judith, who was tragically killed in a car accident on her wedding day in 1965. Countless drivers have reported seeing her standing by the roadside, sometimes looking distressed. Those who stop to help her find that she vanishes into thin air the moment they approach. Others claim she has even appeared inside their car, sitting silently in the passenger seat before disappearing, leaving behind an icy chill. Another phantom that haunts the A229 is a ghostly hitchhiker who asks for a ride to a nearby town, gives the driver an address, and then vanishes from the back seat. When the bewildered driver goes to the address, they are often told by the residents that the person they described died years ago. Driving the A229 is a gamble. You never know who or what you might be sharing the road with. Let's head down under to Australia, to a place with a particularly grim history, Wakehurst Parkway in Sydney. This road cuts through a dense, dark bushland, and its reputation for paranormal activity is legendary. Drivers often report an unnerving feeling of being watched, and many have experienced their car radios switching stations on their own, or their doors suddenly locking and unlocking. The most terrifying encounters on Wakehurst Parkway involve two specific spots. The first is a young girl named Kelly, who is said to appear in the middle of the road, forcing drivers to swerve. When they get out to check on her, she's gone. The second is an older woman, a spectral nun, who appears in the back seat, her chilling presence felt before she is seen. Many believe these spirits are tied to the area's history, which includes an orphanage that once stood nearby. The road is so notoriously spooky that many locals simply refuse to drive it after dark, choosing a longer route over a potential encounter with the Parkway's ghostly residents. Our journey now takes us to the Philippines, to a street in Quezon City that is infamous throughout the country, Balete Drive. This road is lined with large, ancient Balete trees, which in Filipino folklore are believed to be dwellings for supernatural beings. But it's the White Lady of Balete Drive that has cemented its terrifying legacy. The story has many variations, but the most common one speaks of a long-haired woman in a white dress who was the victim of a terrible crime on this very road. Since her death, she has haunted it, seeking justice, or perhaps just lashing out in anger. Taxi drivers are especially wary of Balete Drive. Many have told stories of picking up a beautiful woman late at night, only to look in the rearview mirror and see her face become bloodied and grotesque before she vanishes completely. Her apparition has also been seen standing motionless under the trees, her eerie figure illuminated by passing headlights. The legend is so pervasive that it has become a part of modern Filipino culture, a cautionary tale whispered from one generation to the next. Returning to the United States, we find ourselves on a desolate stretch of Route 66 in Arizona. While the Mother Road is full of history and nostalgia, a section near the town of Oatman is known for something far more sinister: the Oatman Highway ghost lights. These mysterious floating orbs of light have been reported for decades. They appear singoro multiple lights dancing in the distance over the Black Mountains. They can be white, red, or blue, and they seem to move with an intelligence that defies any natural explanation. Skeptics have tried to attribute them to car headlights or atmospheric phenomena, but these explanations don't hold up. The lights often appear where there are no roads, move against the wind, and have been known to split apart or merge back together. Native American legends speak of the spirits of miners who perished in the surrounding hills, their lanterns still searching for a way home. Whatever their origin, seeing these phantom lights bobbing and weaving in the desert darkness is an experience that stays with you long after you be driven away. Our tour of terror continues in South Africa on the Uniondale Road. This particular haunting is tied to a specific date, Good Friday. The story begins in 1968, when a young couple, Maria Rooks and her fiancé, were driving on this road. They crashed their cars, and tragically, Maria was thrown from the vehicle and died. Since then, on or around the anniversary of the accident, a ghostly female hitchhiker has been spotted on the same stretch of road. She is known as the Uniondale Phantom Hitchhiker. Numerous witnesses, from motorcyclists to truck drivers, have reported picking up a young woman who matches Maria's description. She gets in, is often quiet, and then, after a few kilometers, she simply vanishes from the moving vehicle, sometimes letting out a chilling laugh just before she disappears. The phenomenon is so well known that the local police have received countless reports over the years. This isn't just a ghost story. For many who have traveled that road, it's a terrifying reality. Next, we venture into the mountains of North Carolina to visit a road with a tragic and eerie backstory. The Helen's Bridge on Zealandia Road in Ashburn. The legend says that a woman named Helen lost her beloved daughter in a fire that destroyed their nearby home. Grief-stricken, Helen took her own life by hanging herself from the bridge. Ever since, her anguished spirit is said to remain tied to the place of her deepest sorrow. People who visit the bridge, especially at night, report a whole host of paranormal activity. The most common there is to call out her name, Helen, 3 times. If you do, some say you'll have trouble starting your car. Others have reported seeing a shadowy, grieving figure in a long dress pacing the bridge, or even appearing in their car. Handprints have been found on fogged-up windows, and people feel an overwhelming sense of sadness and despair in the air. Helen's Bridge is a potent reminder that some tragedies leave a scar not just on our hearts, but on the very places where they occur. Our final destination takes us to a road steeped in ancient history and dark folklore in Germany, the B503, but specifically, a section near an old execution site. For centuries, this area was where criminals were put to death, and it is believed that the residual energy from all that pain and fear has permanently stained the land. Drivers on this road report all sorts of terrifying phenomena. They see shadowy figures darting across the road, forcing them to slam on their brakes, only to find nothing there. Eerie whispers and disembodied screams are heard, seemingly coming from the woods that line the road. The atmosphere is described as incredibly oppressive, with many drivers feeling a sudden, inexplicable sense of dread and paranoia as they pass through. The most frightening legend is that of the Headless Horseman, not the one from American folklore, but a local, German version. It's said to be the spirit of an executed man, forever riding his horse along the road, his presence a terrifying omen. This road is a stark warning that the horrors of the past don't always stay buried, from phantom hitchhikers to ghostly lights and vengeful spirits. These roads are more than just asphalt and paint. They are stages for a drama that plays out between our world and the next. The stories are passed down, the warnings are given, and still, the brave and the curious venture out into the night, hoping for, or perhaps dreading, an encounter of their own. These highways of horror remind us that even in our modern world of science and technology, there are still mysteries that defy explanation. Places where the veil between worlds is thin, and where a late-night drive can turn into the most terrifying experience of your life. Thank you for joining me on this chilling road trip. What do you think? Are these just stories, or is there something more to them? Let me know in the comments if you've ever had a spooky experience on a dark road. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more journeys into the unknown. Stay safe out there, and maybe, just maybe, take the well-lit path home.